Guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be discussing this recent Bitcoin pump and now dump. BTC dropped more than 6% in the last 5 hours for no reason. There is a reason which I'm going to show you right now, but I'm going to tell you what could be happening today. A very important day for BTC, for altcoins, stock market, and so much more. So grab a seat, guys, grab a glass of wine, a beer, make yourself comfortable because I'm going to show you now the latest technical data we can see right now with BTC and how to move from here. Of course, subscribe, hit the like button. We post a video about crypto trading every single day. Guys, BTC went and touched this very important line of resistance. As I showed you before, right now here, guys, we have two important lines. One line which basically goes and sits around 113 to 114,000. Another line of diagonal resistance touching with Bitcoin up to this level here, which was around 120, 122. Yesterday, BTC touched the line, had a rejection from here, a quite significant rejection. RSI as well, guys. I was talking to you about yesterday about the RSI. We had one touch, and one touch. And I told you we could have gone to here and have a rejection. And if you're able to break, we could continue to go higher and blah, blah, blah. But I'm going to show you right now what is going to be very important for today for Bitcoin, for altcoins, and a lot. But also, I really like to be transparent with you guys. And not only I was saying about this correction in my VIP group that are always very informed. I also talked about on my Twitter instead of just really just going around what happened today, whatever. I said yesterday, and look at this, that too much euphoria into the market, we could actually go down and retrace down. Look what happened today. By perfection. 2 days ago, yesterday I was down by, you can see here, $2,000. Okay. Today I'm up $1,600. You can see from here. Okay. This, guys, is not a demo account. Is not. You can see assets from here. That's my trading account, small trading account I always use. That's not a demo, okay? So 1,683 US dollars in one day from minus 2,000. I could have continued to DCA to I, but the main difference, guys, is here. That's and of course, 29%, 32%, 25% in the VIP group, guys. With the VIP, we offer basically analysis every single day on how to read the charts, how to be a professional in this space, crypto trading ideas of your favorite altcoins, long term. Spot trading, guys, we went and long XLM. It did 75% in spot in 1 week. Tell me how many people did that. Tell me, because my members everybody got in and they made very good results. And as always, I like to show you the trading results. They're all documented here. Look at Kill, guys, here, 375% in one trade. So you tell me, what do you want to do in your life? You want to go and really start to understand how crypto works, or you want to be like these moon boys who just went and long at $122,000 and lost, basically they go liquidated? Just let me know what you want to do. But if you want to come on the VIP, guys, there is a link in the description with the trader and also with our trading results. Everything is transparent, everything is documented. I haven't missed a trade since last March. So that's the real deal. Everything, guys, it's completely, I show you every time the proof, what I say. But now, BTC, very important. So you can see from here, guys, that we had a rejection. And what we want to see now is going to be BTC to go and retest this trend down to here. Why? Because today we're going to have the catalyst, the very important catalyst, is going to be CPI. CPI, measurement of inflation, is going to come higher or lower. If it comes higher, that's not great. We could see a further sell-off. And I'm talking about way higher than the normal. If it comes 0.1% higher, that's okay. If it comes like 0.4, 0.5, or 1% higher, that's not going to be good. We're also going to have lots of Fed members talking. They're going to probably discuss about interest rates. Are they going to lower interest rates and all of that? I told you so many times that you have to be careful in this. And I'm not trying to be bearish here. I'm not trying to be bearish. Okay? And what I'm saying right now is that Here, Bitcoin had a tremendous move, had a beautiful move, and now what I would like to see is a sort of a retest. Okay, retest the consolidation from here and then to go higher. If you're gonna get a good CPI, there is a quite of a high chance that we're gonna continue to go higher. But if you get a bad one, we could be seeing a more deeper correction. I can see on the internet. Yesterday, everybody was talking about Lamborghinis, 20x all season, and blah blah blah. And I go on my VIP and I say, guys, I'm a bit bearish. Boom, down 6%. The whole movement yesterday completely retraced. Okay, there is a difference between those who do this as a profession, that they actually understand the data and they make money consistently, or those who are gambling, entering a random long, and then they all brag about it because they entered this long completely random because Bitcoin was pumping randomly. And then they lose the other 90% of the trades. Be careful about those, by the way. So that's going to be the following. If you're going to see a rejection down here to 114, 115, and then we can have a nice rebound, we can continue, finally break this multi-week level of resistance. I don't know how you want to call it. Finish around probably 145, 150, have a deeper correction down there. Otherwise, if we can't really close this level, we can't close above this level, and the CPI comes way higher, and then the new narrative, inflation now is reaccelerating, the Fed won't cut rates, and blah blah blah. Then we could be seeing a more deeper correction. Perhaps we could be seeing something like that here, maybe down to here as well. This is crypto, okay? This is crypto. Crypto, they can do whatever they want. Market makers are smart, are very smart people. And I also want to show you why I'm a little bit. I don't like this kind of scenario, and I could be totally wrong here. I would say from like a macroeconomic point of view, things are looking very good. Medium term will tell you things are great, but short term, I'm going to open a chart here, volume footprint, to show you who's buying, who's selling. So if this one is a true parabolic melt up of the Bitcoin going to 200,000, why we have so much negative delta coming here? Negative, 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 negative. This is not really making me happy, to be honest. I would have liked more positive here. And what I can see, it's a so it means basically there are more sellers than buyers here, especially at this last candle. Don't really don't really like it, to be honest. But again, maybe I'm totally wrong. Maybe I'm crazy. As I showed you before, what we need to look for right now is going to be BTC to potentially have that retest of the breakout. Remember, because we had a breakout from here. Okay, from here, and then we're gonna go and continue higher because this one breaks basically around 112, 113, then we go lower, and it's gonna be very nasty. And you should go to all these people that told you now we're gonna go to the moon and probably unsubscribe. That's what I will do. Anyway, now let's go into also Ethereum, guys. Ethereum, I know all of you like ETH. What's going on with Ethereum? Ethereum has been pumping quite well. Of course, if BTC is going to go and drop again, I could probably see ETH to go down as well. I'm going to give you my personal take. Things are looking pretty good. At the moment, I'm expecting more a retracement down to potentially 113, 114, and then probably take off again. And also, you can see that ETH, even from a daily point of view, it looks like in a clear uptrend. So, what I would say is that if I see, for example, BTC dropping today after best CPI, or I don't know if we're gonna go good CPI, that's great. But then I could see maybe with Ethereum a little bit of a consolidation down to here and then probably take off. Okay, that's what I would like to see. That's is gonna be my criteria where I will probably enter a long position. I want to enter a long right now only because of the hype. Everybody calling for Bitcoin 300K, Ethereum $600,000. So that's what I'm thinking right now. And at the same time, what I'm considering here, if I have to go for example, for a short, I will be very careful for a short, by the way. But also, it's very important to have a look at the liquidation heat maps all the time. If you haven't used this tool, guys, it's a great tool. But again, looks like ETH right now is into a potential channel which could be continuing to go higher. If it's gonna be able to hold this level, we're gonna encounter a point of very important resistance. And I'm going to go on the 3-day chart to show you where it could be. So the point of resistance is going to be here. It's going to be the convergence of these two diagonal trends. So if things are going to play out like they're supposed to play out, we could be seeing by the end of August, mid-August, ETH going to even $3,800. But again, be careful, because if we lose this level here around 2,500, 600, there is a risk we're going to have a more extensive correction and then higher again. Next one, guys, Solana. Solana as well. Not very excited with Solana, as I told you so many times. We are not really having this lots of strength. And again, Solana from like a, we can say, weekly point of view, guys, we still down this downtrend. Okay, so if BTC is gonna go and is gonna sell off, I wouldn't be surprised if we're gonna see something like this, a drop, and then we're gonna start again. So be very careful with Solana right now. What is going to be the confirmation that is going to tell us, okay, we're going to go higher right now? Is going to be a close above, let's say, $200. When that happens, then I could be seeing Solana to go very well. But so far, I'm just waiting for BTC next move. What is going to do? If it's going to shoot up to 130, 140, then you can see altcoins to go crazy. Otherwise, we are at risk of having a further correction, which I'm going to be happy, because I'm going to buy the dip and make more money, as always, with my VIP members, guys. You can see the results from here, always doing very, very well. And next one I want to talk about today, guys, it's about altcoins. You can see the altcoin season. What is the reality here? Again, altcoins are still doing so-so. Okay, so we are now at a very important level of diagonal resistance. Like everything is a diagonal resistance right now. Everything you can see here, very important level, lots of liquidity from here. So a good catalyst should help us to go and break this level and to continue higher. So, and it's going to be all dependent to BTC if it decides to go and continue, perhaps towards $130,000 to $140,000. Because if Bitcoin is going to go and retrace, then be careful, because we could be seeing a little bit of a sell-off down to here and then up again, or even a deeper pullback before we're going to go high. Medium term, I'm super bullish, guys. Super bullish. But in a short term, sometimes makes me a little bit wondering, why are we pumping like we pumped with Bitcoin recently? I know about the stable coin bill act, all the rubbish, but as I always told you, the Fed looks like they don't want to cut interest rates. CPI inflation, who knows what is going to come at. Inflation is coming down, but these people can manipulate results the way they want. So you have to be careful, especially yesterday when everything pumped. People just 18. Now Bitcoin went down 6%. They're like, oh, I'm underwater now. So not the best. Now, next one I want to show you today, very important, is going to be, of course, our friend, the stock markets. Okay, you can see the stock market going into potential 6,300, but at the same time, as I told you before, we have to be careful, because correction could be around the corner. Like, I don't like to see the stock market basically just to go and continue to go higher like that without zero correction. And we have to be careful, because one day some shitty narrative is going to come out, and then they're going to go and take all of our longs, drop the price down, and then to continue up. So what I would say right now, that S&P 500 is going into a very dangerous area, and if that is going to fail, it's going to go here and then going to start to correct more deeply. Okay, it's going to be a bit of a problem, because if the stock market is going to go down, it's going to drag everything down with it. Crypto, anything else. So Bitcoin could potentially follow the stock market. I don't see now any signs of, I would say, weakness, but I'm really ready for the narrative to play out. And of course, at the moment, as I always told you, I'm 55% in cash, 55% investor, 45% in cash. The reason being, because I'm waiting for the right opportunity to come. If now the S&P is going to go to 8,000 and then BTC is going to go to 200,000, I'm super happy. I'm going to be making money anyway. But if now BTC goes down to 98, if you already invested 100%, what are you going to do? That's what you got to always be mindful of. Very important. Okay, next one I want to discuss today, also, which I like, guys, DXY. I told you about the DXY. DXY has a negative correlation with BTC and the stock market. In general, whenever this one goes down, risk assets tend to go higher. Right now, we are at a very important level of multi-week support. And the thing is, as I told you, Bitcoin is a resistance, stock market is a resistance. So be mindful that what could be happening here with DXY, it could have a correction maybe up to here. And if that happens, we have to be careful, because what's going to be happening? As I told you before, if this one goes higher, then crypto can actually suffer. Right now, look what's happening here as well. USDT dominance. As I told you, we are following this fractal. Like, this fractal is playing up by the book. We touch here, we had a nice pullback, and Bitcoin fell down, went down. So again, if this is going to continue to go higher, or are we going to see more downside to come? That's another $1 million question, because if this is going to start to go higher, that's not good for crypto, that's not good for altcoins. Now, last one I want to discuss, which is also, I would say, very important. Okay, it's the 10-year treasury yield. So this metric here, guys, is the government bonds, and it usually measures the amount of money that is put onto government bonds. And in general, whenever this one goes higher, stocks and crypto goes lower. So right now, guys, we are trending higher. Like, this US 10Y is trending higher here. Okay. And in my opinion, I'm thinking, why is this happening? Because basically, inflation expectation is going higher. So lots of institutions are believing that inflation is actually reaccelerating. And there's a reason why the US 10Y can go higher. So theoretically, for the Federal Reserve to cut interest rates, we would like to see this to go down, and they would have been forced to cut. But at the moment, it's going higher, not great. It can put lots of pressure into risk assets. Okay, I think that's, guys, for me, that's about it for today. But I would like just to tell you this as like my last message. The next probably 5 to 6 years are going to be super important in the history of crypto. It's going to be, I would say, lots of money to be made. We're going to have probably a mini bear market and then a bull market. And then I think it's going to be the last time where you're going to be able to make quick money, easy gains in crypto. So you got two options here. You can stay and just watch me on YouTube, trying to guess where BTC could be going, and also missing out on a bear market to catch the bottom and then ride all the way to the top. Or what you can do, you can come and join our VIP. I have a fantastic trading course on everything about trading, investing, macro, crypto, anything that you need to know. And what you're going to be able to do is to catch the exact bottom in the next bear market, like I did myself when I went and bought BTC around $17,000 to $18,000. And look where we are right now, 117,000. Didn't buy by luck. We bought because we follow specific metrics, and of course a bit of luck. So if you want to really change your game, guys, come on the VIP. You will never regret it. But otherwise, you have a fantastic day, and I'm going to see you tomorrow for another day. Tonight, to be very careful today, very volatile with CPI. So brace yourself, and let's see how we go.